right, we're good to go. In 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of The Raid Report. That was The Raid Report. I'm one of your hosts, Chris Patu, and I'm here with John Perez. We are the
What's
Dear
up?
PlayStation blog team, and we're coming to you live, sort of.
Yeah.
Actually, we are coming to you live if you're
We are.
watching the broadcast,
Yeah.
and for some reason are up at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Happy to be with you guys.
For this version of The Raid Report. So we're here just to talk about Destiny.
Yeah.
Because we talk about it and we play it all the time.
All the time.
And we
all the
figured-
times.
All the times. And we figured it'd be good to just stick a mic in front of ourselves and record it for posterity.
Yeah.
And for the, anyone else's, you want to catch our stories or get some tips, whatever it is, and be part of the community, there you have it. So we're just going to jump right into it because we've been we're about a quarter of the way through a 24-hour gaming marathon and we're tired. We're just going to go through this right now, touch all the major points, and we'll move on from there because there's still more gaming to be done.
Yes.
So jumping right into it, John, we're going into our usual segment of the best and worst things to happen this week. So what do you got?
Okay. So this happened today, of course, with you.
Does it mean I can't talk about it since we shared experience?
Well, I'll say a shared experience. They'll say my experience. But we finally I got my friends together. I got the crew together, and I got some of the people I play with on a regular basis, and you, of course. And I was like, "Hey guys, would you guys be down and do a flawless raid run on Saturday?"
Well, for the uninitiated, what is a flawless raider?
Okay, so God, if you're listening to this Destiny podcast, you should know.
You should know, but just
But
in
a flawless
case.
raider run is so you do a raid without dying, so no one in your team has to die, and you have to get through the entire raid without anyone dying. And once you get through the entire raid without anyone dying, you get a trophy called the Flawless Raider, and it's one of the biggest and most important things you can do in Destiny. It's kind of a fun way to play a raid, just because it takes a lot of coordination. Like that took super coordination and just constant talking and constant actions together as a team, and it really shows how well a team can play together if they're really talking all the time.
You go ahead and tell us.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I asked all my friends. I was like, "Hey guys, would you be guys down to be?" Because we've been talking for a while. I don't know if you knew that, but we've been talking about it for a while. Like, hey, let's get this done one day. One day. We thought it was gonna be even a while longer, but I just had this idea. Like, what if we did a flawless raider run this weekend? And I was like, "Hey guys, would you guys be down?" And they're like, "Yeah, let's definitely do it." And everyone was down. And so we actually did Crota's End on normal mode. And we did a couple strategies, but other than that, the first thing, we just let him go by himself. But other than that, we kind of worked as a team. We talked a lot. We communicated like crazy.
Well, shout out to the team. Who did we have with us?
Shout out
on
to the team.
raid?
So we had my boy Eric Chen, who did a lot of the heavy lifting. Gabe, my friend Gabe, my cousin Lee, my friend Mark, and me and you.
There you go.
And so in the end, we did it in one fell swoop.
One shot. Yeah.
Nothing went wrong for some reason. And
No glitches.
No glitches at all. We ended up doing it I think it was 30 minutes or less. It was fast.
It wasn't even it didn't even feel like we were doing the raid. It was kind of weird.
It felt like we were just I'm not gonna lie. It felt like we were just strolling through a park.
Yeah, like we were doing
on
our
Saturday
normal old mission.
Yeah, we were just doing a daily or something like
yeah.
that. Oh my gosh.
It all just went so smoothly.
Yeah, it did.
And we talked about a lot of it. We coordinated it, but then there were times that we were just, whatever. Just you go. It's your turn. It's fine. No big deal.
Yeah. It was cool. But the best thing that happened to me personally is the Iron Banner. I'm having so much fun playing Iron Banner and playing with my friends there. I actually don't like PvP in Destiny. But the Iron Banner always changes it up for me for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been getting pretty good drops from it. And finally got Suros for Dream.
Nice.
Finally. So that's the best thing that happened to me this week. So
cool.
Chris, how about yourself?
So the best thing for me was probably my Reign of Terror.
Oh gosh, that was amazing. Check that video on YouTube at the Woodman on YouTube.
Yeah. Cool. So I made the video on Share Factory.
That's so sick.
I used to be utterly horrid at PvP. And
utterly horrid.
Yeah, and
I keep
degrading myself about it because for a long time, I wasn't gaming. So then multiplayer stuff was too fast for me and all this stuff. And now it's just total shite.
Nice.
But with Iron Banner 2.0 or whatever it was, the last one, I played through it enough to get to level 4. So I played a lot of it. And it made me much better as a PvP player.
Yeah, that's the only way you can get better.
And now coming back into it now, between those two Iron Banners, I didn't play a whole lot of PvP. I played some, but only for specific things like exotic bounties. But going into it this time, like I'm not always great, but sometimes I'm great.
Yeah.
like I have those moments where it's like I'm kicking everyone's ass and it's not even funny.
Yeah.
But
we just played this last game where a bunch of Iron Banner, if you don't know, if you're listening to this, you definitely know what it is it takes account of your weapons and your armor and your level. The higher level you are, the more damage you do. The more upgrade your weapons, the more damage you do.
Yep.
And so it's not really recommended you go in there as like level 26 or anything level. Honestly, anything lower than level 32 is like not recommended. But I mean, 31 is going to get you by, but 30 is going to kind of cut off date.
Yeah, you kind of.
But these guys were like, these guys came in there and we wrecked them. They were level 24 and level 26.
we had a squad of 4. Right, we had a fire team of 4. We picked up 2 randos, one of which was a 28, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we had one, right? Yeah.
One.
Yeah. We had like 128 and one something else. And then the other group, it was not a fire team. They had like a 26 or something. It was bad, and it was funny because we had just come off of some really bad losses.
Yeah.
And we were looking for some redemption. We started this one off and we were like, I have a feeling this is going to be really bad. And we just wiped the floor with them.
Yeah.
I think they only got maybe 3,000 total points.
Yeah, it was
through the whole match.
And I think their top player got 2,000 something.
Yeah.
It was bad. It almost was a game of like who could kill at the level 24 first.
Yeah. It was so bad, I started to kind of feel bad.
Yeah.
It was that
I almost got
that kind of game.
two
Iron Rats
in a row. Like it was that bad. Holy gosh! I think I got up to 8 one time, but the next time we got it.
Yeah. But that arena tear, I went on this tear. I don't typically have long streaks of kill streaks.
A lot. Holy
I had 33 total kills that game.
Oh, 33 total. I thought you had it.
Yeah. No. That was the streak. The streak, I think it gives you reign of terror at 15, and then I killed maybe another 1 or 2 guys after that.
That's awesome.
But I made a video of it because I was really proud of that. It is on my YouTube at youtube.com/thewordyman.
Nice.
So you can check that out. That was the best thing that happened to me. I was ecstatic for that.
I'm sure.
The worst thing that happened to me was I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
For the second week. Well, no, okay. I'll take that back. At the very end, the last hard mode Crota run that I could do, I did get
the mask,
the raid helmet.
Yeah.
Which is, I didn't need it, but it's nice to have.
It's really nice to have. Yeah.
Because it opens up an exotic option.
Yep. Exactly.
Something else.
Okay, so my advice. I don't know if you want to hear this. I know Destiny's kind of tough. So my advice is always number 1, hang in there, be patient.
Yeah.
It's hard to hear that. For me, I was in your same boat a couple weeks back before I got the Alahorn, where I was getting nothing for like 3 weeks or 4 weeks, like almost a month of getting nothing, except for shards and purple weapons. But I will say once Iron Banner is done, start working on your alts.
Yeah.
Because there's no, I don't like. It's impossible to get drops as frequently if you just have one character. Yeah. And I'm sure you know that, but there's no way I would have got Yalahorn or any of these other weapons that are dropping for me if I only had one character.
Yeah.
So just work on your alts.
They're started.
Yeah, so they're started. I did see them. Yeah. So I guarantee you, once your alts are up to a good level, you can do nightfalls for 3 characters, and you can do weeklies with 3 characters. You can do raids with 3 characters.
Yeah, I'm doing it the easy way because I'm doing all the same class, so I just got to get it to 20. It's like boom.
You have extra armor for them and stuff like that saved up for them.
I'll just switch it over. I mean, actually, I might. Actually,
I would save the armors if you get duplicates, but because you can farm up to 20. Like if you're looking for Galahorn, you have 27 chances a week to get the Galahorn.
Yeah.
Instead of 9 chances a week, whatever it is. plus more. But anyway, the worst thing that happened to me this week is I don't know. That's a good question. Ooh. I feel like the worst thing that happens to me is just almost the same every week. It's just like me kind of hitting a wall there. Thank God Iron Banner's here because I don't know how much I would be playing this week other than raiding and nightfalling.
Right.
Because I barely play my other 2 alts except for to raid or nightfall.
Right.
And so thank God Iron Banner's here. And I think Destiny needs to keep having like stuff for us to do.
Yeah. I'd like to see the trials come.
Yeah, but
Trials
so this is not in the news this week, but apparently on Reddit they had a guy who data mined everything.
Yeah.
And he data mined the DLC Hospitals.
Yeah.
And he said that it's not Osiris is not detailed to come until after Hospitals.
Oh, okay.
So there's probably not a chance that's coming between now and Hospitals.
Well,
which kind of stinks.
There's that.
So anyway.
All right, so let's get into the news for the week. Then.
Sure.
So the first thing we have is the Bungie's weekly update,
Nice.
which was on Thursday.
Yep, the day before Thursday.
Day before Thursday.
Speaking of Thursday, thank you RNG and Zur and Destiny for bringing back heavy ammo since I ended up buying 240 something.
They'll come in handy for sure.
Man, it's crazy.
So what they're talking about the 1.1.1 update.
Yes.
They still don't have an exact date on that yet, but it's coming very soon.
I'm sure.
But they did say when the bits from 1.1.1 stream into your drive, we'll be finally fixing a heavy ammo bug.
Thank you.
Applying some newfound balance to the weapon sandbox and enhancing the view into your ever-growing rep. So
that's good. Thank God your menu will drop down. Yeah.
Yes, because even now I'm like, where is that stupid menu? So you'll be able to see your reputation across all the different factions within your own profile or your inventory page. They're doing the weapon balances that we talked about last time and fixing one of the heavy ammo bugs.
Nice.
But they're also made some other changes. So with a new change that they're going to make is the weekly strike is going to be matchmade.
Nice.
We'll have matchmaking. So you will no longer be able to do the weekly strike solo.
Nope. Or with a friend. Just you and your buddy. Just hanging out.
You could still go in with the team, no?
What? You can still go with your own team as long as it's 3 people.
Yeah.
But if you and your buddy were like, hey man, let's do the weekly together, you just hold hands
you
and
get a rando.
you gotta get a rando. No, you gotta get a third wheel pretty much.
So if
you and your girlfriend, I know my friend, he actually plays with his girlfriend, Destiny.
Right.
He's like, if him and his girlfriend just want to play together, they can't
do it anymore. You gotta do something else.
Yeah.
The Nightfall strike is not affected by that. So you can
they'll
still
never
do that
that,
solo,
hopefully.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But there's that. And so there is raids, of course, will still not have matchmaking.
Good.
And let's see, where else are we doing here? They had a couple of other bullets. So they listed these other changes that they're going to be making, or at least things that they're stating.
Word of Crota.
Yep. First one, Zur will stop forgetting to bring his exotic engrams when he visits us.
Oh, that's it. It's done.
No, he will always have one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's done, like him not having one.
Right. Yep. They'll fix that, so he'll have one. Next bullet. The Iron Banner will work as previously promised, with a greater variety of maps in rotation, as well as a couple of new bounties.
Oh my gosh, that's my topic of the week.
New bounties that give you more control over which weapon you can use to complete them. Huh. And we were hoping that one would have arrived before the current event. Doesn't sound like it did. Strikes and Crucible matches will be less likely to repeat themselves when you stay in a matchmaking playlist with your Fire team. Thank goodness. And I don't really get this one, but it says Grimoire cards will drop when you expect them to. I don't really know what they're alluding to there. Because I don't know when I expect it to. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I never expect a Grimoire card. When it happens, I'm like, yes, this is cool.
Yeah. But I don't personally go. I don't read them. Maybe one day.
They're awesome.
Maybe one day.
You need to. They're really awesome. I read them from time to time. You can get them on your app if you have the app.
Yeah, I do.
You just read them on your app. It shows you how far you're away too, by the way. It's kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like how many more kills you need to get through one card or whatever. It's very cool.
So outside of that, they just made a couple of other community type of posts about new mentors.
Did you say my boy, New Monarch?
Rank of mentors on Bungie.net.
Cool.
And then they put up some other videos of players in action.
All right, that's awesome.
There you go.
There you go. That's a good Bungie weekly update.
So, we already talked about this. Number 2 was the matchmaking strike for the weekly.
Yep.
Number 3.
Not a fan, by the way.
Yeah.
Not
I'm not either.
Yes,
not really.
Yeah, not a fan.
But
I literally just wanted to do the strike with half beast, half machine. Thanks a lot, Bungie. Thanks, Obama.
We never really had an issue of getting people together.
No, we don't.
So.
But still,
they should. Why can't they let you choose? Like if you want to matchmake, select the
why
option.
does Destiny fix all the wrong things? That's what I want to know.
The more difficult stuff is probably just taking longer as far as the dev process goes.
I actually really like soloing the weekly, by the way.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Yeah, I soloed the Nexus a couple weeks back.
Yeah,
that was on episode 2 of Destiny Tuesdays. But
we work really closely with some developers, and it happens all the time. Where it's like you think there's going to be some simple change, and the minute they start going in there, other shit just starts breaking. And it's like, well, this happened, or this unexpected thing happened, and stuff gets pushed back so much further than you would have ever expected. So I'm sympathetic to it. Like I imagine they're not just ignoring everything. We just need to be patient. Vocal about what our needs and concerns and issues are, and then patient to give them the time to do it.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Cool.
Number three. Xur ends the heavy ammo drought.
Yeah, Xur. Really quickly, Xur is selling Crest of Akalupi for Titans, Radiant Dance Machines for Hunters, and Voidfang Vestments for Warlock. He's selling No Land Beyond, of course, and he's selling Exotic Shard and a chest Exotic Engram.
Yep.
So
very nice.
Yeah, that was all from memory. God, I play this game too much.
All right,
cool.
And last bullet on the news.
Oh, this is cool, huh?
Destiny players solos Crota's End raid on hard.
Yep.
The legend himself orchestrated a precise run through the newest raid.
Did you watch the video?
I did not.
I did.
But I think
he got lucky a lot.
Oh,
but I guess you need luck, to be honest with you.
Lucky is in that 9.
Yeah, like lucky as in he's literally about to die, and he panicked and got his black hammer and just did kind of like a all in for a shot.
Did he say how many times it might have taken him to do it?
He said to come a couple times to do it. It's on hard mode too.
So here's what it says. Destiny player, the legend himself, was the first person to solo Crota's End raid on normal difficulty, and now he did it on hard. There was much less luck in this run than it may seem, the player writes on the YouTube page.
Yeah, he'll write that for sure.
First of all, this took dozens of hours to perfect and accomplish. Secondly, most of the seemingly random aspects of the Crota fight can be influenced in some way by careful gameplay. The legend himself says the run seems impossible with a character anything short of a level 32 Sunsinger Warlock with Starfire Protocol, Gjallarhorn, Icebreaker, Red Death, Black Hammer, and a weapon with surplus. He also says having very high discipline helped a lot. In January, Fireteam 1 and Done beat the raid in under 30 minutes. This was the first team to beat the raid on hard only hours after it went live, but the legend himself did the seemingly impossible and beat it on a higher difficulty without 2 teammates to help. I doubt many who watch this will fully appreciate the difficulty of this challenge, he said, but I strongly encourage you to try.
That is crazy. Bump that.
I tried.
I can get to the bridge part
I can get to the bridge. I can almost do the bridge by myself, but it's just murderously hard once the ogres come out.
You need Black Hammer, bro.
But what makes it hard is that you have to. The way they built it is it forces you to come down because you can't really hide from them in those quote unquote unreachable spots. So you have to go down in there and stop the totems, and you got to keep moving around and hide from them with invisibility and stuff, and try to kill them and dodge everything else. And it's just insane.
Yeah, I agree. Right. It's tough.
That's awesome. Good for you, the legend himself.
Little light.
Little light. So that brings us to topic of the week.
That's
And
the
I
topic?
actually don't have one.
I don't have one either. What I was gonna say was I want to talk about the Destiny Iron Banner and the map rotation.
Sure.
And the lack of playlists and modes.
Okay.
So when Destiny Iron Banner first arrived on the scene, they said that there were going to be a lot of maps and they're going to pretty much use everything. But from experience, it seems like there's not a lot of different modes and maps, and and it sucks because I hope. I mean, they've said that they're aware of it and they're going to fix it, but for a guy who plays Destiny a lot and even plays Iron Banner a lot this past week, it sucks to always have the same maps come up every single time, and it's a little sad in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I mean, can I complain? Sure, but at the same time, I'm still playing and having fun. But I want it to be fit. Iron Banner is such a sick idea, and we just I don't know.
I wish they would.
I think it just comes down to the whole thing. Just that, Bungie has so much things to worry about, but it's just come on, fix the obvious things. Who cares about weekly heroic? I mean, there must have been a lot of people asking for it, but
it's probably something they've been working on for a while already.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And it just so happens to come out when everyone else is bitching about something else.
Yeah, of course.
So it looks
bad.
Looks bad.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I'm not complaining.
But I agree. We see the same freaking 3 maps.
God, one of the maps is broken.
Over and over
right?
and over again.
One of the Mars map is broken. Seriously.
If your team knows what it's doing.
I mean, but still, there shouldn't be that problem of why is it that if one team spawns on one side, it's pretty much catch up mode for the other team the entire game.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, not too balanced on the maps there. And I wish the vendor wasn't so limited. You know, why can't he carry all
the
4 pieces?
All the weapons. Yeah.
I mean, the weapons I could kind of understand.
What do you have?
The armor at least.
There's different armors.
He sells. He only carries 2 of them.
Yeah, the arms and the.
And it's no guarantee that when the next time he shows up, it'll be the other 2. It could just be any random 2.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sell everything. I would just buy everything.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of glimmer, but I buy everything.
Maybe that's why. Who knows?
We'll see. Cool.
That's probably why, actually.
What?
To prevent people from just grinding out the Iron Banner, farming a bunch of glimmer, and then being max level,
or even glitching it. But that would only buy a couple with it though. I'm glitching it next time if they don't fix it. I don't care.
Well, I think I just answered my own question. I don't know. I don't have a topic for this week.
Cool.
But Iron Banner is the big thing for the week, so
it is.
I think that applies.
I guess a level 5. Got to. Or level 4 or 5? Yeah, 5.
Yep.
So if we're gonna move on to our best Destiny story of the week, so there's a lot of good stories, a lot of funny stories, and I think number 1 has to be the guy soloing the Chronozen on hard mode. I think that's my story of the week.
Yep.
But I wanted to put this story on here because we did it tonight, and I feel like we can share our experiences with this experience of if you are going for a Flawless Raider trophy, or trophy. I should say trophy. What are some good strats for it? And this article is pretty good on it.
Yeah,
I would think.
This person took the user is J Gaffel 93. He just put so much information into this one post about what he did with his team. It's awesome. It's a great resource. It's really cool to see people go out of their way to do that.
Yeah,
for the community.
For sure. Yeah. So it's a good. I mean, we had fun. I guess just going through strats real quick. Oh, sorry. I think you're good. Yeah. So strats, number 1, try to go in as hunters if you can with no don't touch me's.
Don't touch me's are amazing.
Yeah.
Because the minute you get hit, with the melee. It's sort of like you have time to breathe rather than freaking out and trying to escape everything.
And also number 2, going with a team that's confident and that has done Crota so many times.
Yeah.
But they know the ins and outs of Crota. So for the first part, you definitely want to. I think the best thing to do is just let one person go, and just do it.
Yeah.
Like that has to be the like. It's just too much to try to get all 6 people up.
I mean, if you just sort of walk there as a little bunch, and you don't leave anyone straggling, and you take your time doing it, it should be fine. Like 32s doing it with max weapons shouldn't have an issue blasting through thralls if they take their time.
Sure.
But it is going to take longer.
Sure.
So there's that. But yeah, it works to just send one person.
Yeah. And for the bridge part, which is the next part, we just did it kind of legit.
It was legit.
It was legit. Yeah, we sent all 6 of our players over. We killed the gatekeeper. We killed all thralls. We killed everything. We killed shriekers. We killed thralls.
Everything. Yeah.
We didn't care about the chests because
Nope.
You had a chance of dying. Yeah. So that was cool. And then for your Ute or Death Singer, you just do the same strat as normal. Just be very careful.
Yep.
Keep talking. Always talk. And then for
support the other side.
Yep. And then Crota, we just did our thing. We just microphoned it.
We went to the middle edge, and now it just it feels weird saying it was so easy because there have been so many times when it was not easy.
Nope.
And we spent hours trying to beat that stupid encounter.
Oh god.
But we knocked that out. The entire raid was just like, we did it.
Yeah.
And then immediately afterwards, we beat Crota himself on
hard mode. First time.
It was easy. And it was the same.
Well, I want to say, one thing. It was probably a lot easier just because heavy sins. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about.
We don't have to worry about having to glitch it. We don't have to worry about hopefully being there.
But still, the execution.
The execution's
was
there.
Good.
Yeah.
Everyone's timing was good.
Yeah.
People did what they were supposed to do, and they were smart about stuff. Like, if you're gonna run back into the room to hide in there, you either wait for the boomer timing so that you don't run into the explosion thing, or you do it when you're invisible. And it's like, we didn't have to say all that. People just knew,
Yeah, it was nice.
Whereas someone who's not paying attention,
it was definitely nice.
You're just going to train into that back room and someone's going to get blown up. It was just awesome. So it's a cool thing to try. If you've got a good set of friends that you raid with, or you've met some on LFG that you like raiding with, it's definitely a nice thing, a cool challenge to do. I'd like to try it again. You know what I mean? Like, sure. We could try it on hard. Maybe we can run it without anybody dying. And then you can go back and do the same thing just to add some more flavor. You could do the vault and try to do that too.
That's a hard one.
Get past the Gorgons without anybody screwing up.
Yeah,
So there's that, or nobody falling off the cliffs when you're jumping, right? So you have those aspects of it too. But yeah,
cool.
So there it is.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So that's all we have for this Raider report. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, it's super early in the morning for us right now. We've been up for like a day and a half at this point. So apologies if we're kind of low energy.
Yeah, next week will definitely be a high energy show for sure.
But thanks for tuning in. If you are catching this, we will still be streaming.
Yes, sir.
Probably by the time you listen to this.
Please watch and support and donate, please.
Yep. Check us out on our Twitch streams at twitch.tv/DearPlayStationBlog. And you can find mine at twitch.tv/TheWodyMan. And you're at John Perez A. Is that the one you use, or
Agent Zero? Agent I, Zero I. Both spelled out. Zero spelled out.
So Jonathan normally streams on our official.
Yeah, I'm doing the official account.
So there's that. Check us out on Facebook at the Dear PlayStation blog. We have a group where we're bringing gamers together to create a community. You're welcome to jump in there and talk with us. Check us out on Twitter at Dear PlayStation blog and at YouTube on Dear PlayStation blog, and all those awesome things.
Yeah.
And thanks once again for tuning in. This is the Raider Report. I am Chris Batu. You can follow me at The Woody Man on Twitter. And you can follow John Perez at John Perez A.
Yep.
There you have it.
Cool. We'll see you next week, Guardians. Raider Report out. Cool. Perfect.
Right at 30.
That's a good length right there, man.
Yeah.
Such a good length.
On for SA.
Yep.
There you have it.
Cool. We'll see you next week, Guardians. Ready to report out. Nice. That's it.
Moving help. No, we don't need this.
Peace out, guys.